You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Who are you? Duly noted. Just keep your hands where I can see them and follow me. Come. Jahira!
Nervous? I've an inkling you've reason to be. This is why we're here, you see. 'Tis a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul. Stand down! Or we'll put you down! I'm not interested in the Absolute's manipulations. Harpers, cut this true soul down!
Stop! Hold on, Jahira. I think I know this one.
His eyes meet yours. There's no recognition there, just a sick intensity as his voice reverberates in your mind.
If you want to survive this, then trust me. One true soul to another. She's infected. Aye. But she's not with the cultists. Helped me fight them off a while back, in fact.
Is this true? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations! You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then our interests align. We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Blood, this is heavy.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Burning through our oil, but
It should just about do.
Just about.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Don't wander far. We need to talk. Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. You've been to the towers. Incredible. Your parasite has already served you well. I suppose you know about Keverick then. His invincibility. That we'll never cleanse this place until he's made to bleed. We met him on the road here. Commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself. Only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. The same way he dealt with my arrow in his eye, I suspect. Much as I share your desire for a simple life, we must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketherick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Seems simple enough. Open up.
My old friend. Very good to see you again. Clever ruse showing off your little artifact. Jaheira was all too eager to believe you. So, the General got tired of waiting for me to deliver. No matter, I don't mind sharing the glory. Isabel's on the balcony. Should be nearly done with her prayers. Let's go say hello.
I didn't realize I had an audience.
Isabel, this is...
The true soul who's going to save us all. Pleased to meet you. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out. You have? Well, forgive me for gilding the lily. I suppose if Jaheira hasn't gone tearing into the night, there's work to be done there yet. I wish you luck. The very best of it. Good luck. And may the Moon Maiden protect you. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Marcus, what's wrong?
Isabel, I've just gotten word. I need you to come with me. Jaheira's orders.
Come with you? Where?
Let's do this. Remember, Ketherick wants her alive.
What the hell's is going on?
No, true soul. Do not harm her. My instructions were clear. We must take the girl to Ketherick, alive.
You? You're one of them, aren't you? What fools you both are. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is he's promised you.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel. wants her alive, no matter what.
Come on, Isabel.
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened? And you had no idea? After Marcus vouched for you at the gate, he didn't confide in you? I suppose I have no choice but to believe you. Isabel is gone. Soon the shadows will wash us all away. Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if last light falls, your mission does not change. You must find Ketheric Thorm. And you must kill him. As impossible as that task sounds, there must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste, hidden from... But hark. Something stirs. It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows. Only by the grace of Isabel's spell will we be spared the same fate. We cannot hesitate. Not even for those we knew. Those we cared for. They're no longer who they were. Still your hearts, and steady your hands. To battle! You'll make excellent fertilizer. It's all over. They're all gone. My brave ones, my friends, my Harpers. I led them here. To this. But you live. A single green leaf holding fast on a tree ravaged by winter. Yes. I adorn the crown of the Oak Father still. And as long as I do, there's an ever so slim chance I could make it back to Baldur's Gate. If I can warn the Dukes an army of absolutists is on the march, perhaps the city still stands a fighting chance. That proud determination of yours should shame me. But it heartens me instead. Pull aside the curtain of years and I can see myself echoing your resolve. Very well. I'll join you. And when Ketheric falls, I'll be there. For us, For them, and for the ones we love back home.
You wish to consult me?
Time to press ahead.
They bloody killed him!
Stand this
What
close
now?
to her.
Are we next?
Not if you keep
Can
them
you
lips
follow me?
clamped together.
Quiet! Have if not.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
The shadows have swallowed last light. But the cleric Isabel is not with us. I ordered you to bring her here alive. To be precise, General Thorm ordered that you bring her here alive. I am merely an instrument of his will. Go to the rooftop chapel. You have still earned your audience, and you can explain your failing in person.
We're not the most welcome guests, but Ketherick and the Absolute are waiting for us. Be ready for anything.
There you are. Come forward, true soul.
To think it was we who brought you to our Majesty's blessing. Be worthy of her.
I'll tell you a story, true soul, about a man who sold himself piece by piece. He had everything. A wonderful wife, a brilliant daughter. They lived not far from here. His wife died too young. Grief tore through their home like a thief, snatching away the scent of her hair, the rustle of her skirts. But the man did not break. He could not break. His daughter needed him whole, after all. She grew up, grew strong, challenged him, filled his heart with such joy it supplanted all sorrow. When she was killed, the man, he tried to remain whole. But it wasn't possible. Do you understand? The pain was unbearable, all-consuming. He decided he would do anything for reprieve. First, he sold himself to the goddess of loss. But the pain did not subside, no matter his obscene feats of devotion. Then, a new god came. A god who promised the man something wonderful. His daughter. Her life returned. Imagine it. He would have to give everything.
his body and soul entire. He did not hesitate, not for a moment. And the new god did as promised. The man's brilliant, beautiful daughter came back. She was whole, she was alive. But she despised the pitiful wretch her father had become. Her hatred he could bear, perhaps, as long as she had another chance to live. Everything I've done, everything I have built, has been to give Isabel that chance. And you, true soul, you have squandered it. Not my judgment. Be glad for that, true soul. I've retrieved my daughter's body, the one you so ruthlessly injured. She will live again. I want you to pay for what you've done. I have no mercy left in me. But it is for the Absolute to decide your fate. Kneel at the altar. Now.
Time to see the one controlling these parasites. Maybe they can be controlled just as easily.
Let's see what this does.
For your sake, true soul, I pray her judgment is swift. Hear us, Absolute! You needn't beg for mercy, true soul. The Absolute is not like other gods. She always gives her faithful exactly what they deserve. The prism. I scour this land in search of it, and you bring it to my door. Slave, take it!
Freedom. Find me. Free us.
Enough! If you cannot take it, then take her. Balthazar will find a way. Do it. Now!
You're awake. Good. General Thorm has tasked me with relieving you of a certain artifact. I hear it's loath to part from you. No matter. I do enjoy a challenge, and I have more than a few tools to experiment with.
Once Balthazar is through with you, you will be left as just another undead thrall. Unless you can stop him in time.
Go! Light the candles!
command.
Can't even catch my breath.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You take a worried pause. You didn't free the devil Mizora sent Will for. If you walk through the door, he will die, and his soul will be Mizora's eternally.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough, but what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your very nose, and you almost missed it.
Balthazar has them now. He'll deliver the prism soon enough, so if you would cease these distractions,
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Fall!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Helm preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. and I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way!
Your heart burns red hot, then goes hollow. A presence disappears from your mind. You failed to fulfill Mizora's mission. She was Zariel's asset you were meant to rescue, and the Absolute's cult has destroyed her. Will has failed his patron, and the Hells have taken the Blade of Frontiers as their own.
You? What in the name of the Nine Hells are you doing here? Balthazar, I should have expected his weakness. You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Impossible. You are bound to it, and in death it will bind you to me. That is the power my Lord Merkel has granted me. Command over the immeasurable legions of the dead. But he did not only give me power, he gave me the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Say farewell, Isabel.
I'm grateful to you for bringing me home. I was a fool to resist. I know better now. Good luck in the City of Judgment. I wish you the best. Sincerely.
My lord, I offer you these souls so they may return as servants to your cause. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Nightsong's in that cage, Ketherick will keep getting back up.
Moon Maiden, hear me! Dame Aelin is free! Ketherick Thorn! Face me!
Back in your cage! What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the worm-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of mausoleums, the god of graves and age, of dust and dust. I am Merkel, Lord of Bones. And you have slain my chosen. But it is no matter, for I am death. And I am not the end. I am the beginning.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The villain is dead! The rats! Together, we have crushed him, brain and body. Now. Now. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed. A pity I cannot say the same for Isabel. She may have been Ketheric's daughter, but she was my world entire.
Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
The Chosen of Merkel is dead. Permanently, this time.
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, And these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an elder brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Swift as my feet can carry me. I'll give it a shot.
I've been thinking on all that we learned below. If you've caught your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
I need a quick word.
You have defeated Ketheric Thorm. Yet you, who were content to leave Dame Aelin in his thrall until it served you best. How do you account for it?
Not personal for you, perhaps. You played a game of life and death using mine as a chip in your pile. I will not forget it. But nor will I turn down a powerful ally in the fight for Faerun. I am Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden Selûne, champion of her causes in this fine realm. If you seek to protect it, our aims are aligned. Even if you've much to learn about the methods of a true champion. I will join your camp, that we may discuss what must needs be discussed. You certainly will.
Await beyond the horizon.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Aren't you? It is good to savor the moment of victory. But pace yourself. Our fight is just beginning. When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course, falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. By your command. With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them. Nature's servant awaits.